Hello everyone, Nicolette Anderson here. It's time for another ingredient label Smackdown. So the last time I did this, it was months ago, and I don't know why I haven't done it again because you guys have just been raving about that video when I shared it. I kind of did some different cottage cheeses, some different breads, and gave examples of clean versus meh versus toxic. And so today I wanted to do a quick little ingredient label smackdown for chips and tortillas. It's summer and I know everyone is there's lots of backyard barbecues, lots of fun celebrations to go to in summertime, and that usually involves chips, dips, tacos, all sorts of stuff like that. So I want to give you guys some rules to abide by and some things to look for when you are picking out your chips and your tortillas at the store. So let me start with tortillas. Hold on, let me go in the pantry real quick. Okay, so I have three different kinds of tortillas here. So first of all, this is probably what most people go for. Just your basic, soft, taco / fajita tortilla. Hey Samantha, right? Okay, so this is just what you grab. Hey Kristen. So these are flour tortillas. Someone might even look at the label here and they're like, oh, well, 2 tortillas, it's 150 calories, 24 carbs, there's no sugar, there's 3 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat. This sounds pretty good. You know, maybe I'll just get these. They sound like they're pretty okay. Well, here's the thing. Hey, Mel. Hey, Kayleen. Look at the ingredients. This is where the real, the real assessment needs to actually happen. So the ingredients on these tortillas, enriched flour, bleached, which is basically fortified flour. It's fortified with iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, water, vegetable shortening, glycerin, baking powder, corn syrup solids. I just don't like the sound of that. And then it has mono and diglycerides, potassium sorbate, calcium propionate, salt, dough conditioner. So when you look at all those ingredients, like, can you picture them in your head? Do you actually know what they are? Because that's a lot of ingredients where I'm like, I don't know that I would want, if someone put some corn syrup solids in front of me, I'm not 100% sure I'd actually want to eat that. So don't eat it if it's in your food. Okay, so these are not a good choice. You might think just by looking at this little part right here, it's okay, but these are not a good choice. The ingredients list has all sorts of words that I'm not sure about, okay? So then you might think, well, I'll just go with the whole 100% whole wheat ones, Nicolette. I mean, look at this. They're 80 calories. Now look at this trickiness right here. So the ingredient label said 150 calories. This, or not the ingredient label, but the nutrition label. This, you look at the nutrition label, it's like, oh, well, it's only 80 calories. 80 calories, 2 grams of fat, 14 carbohydrates. It actually has fiber, which is nice, 3 grams of protein. Well, guess what? This is only for 1 tortilla. So, and this was for 2 tortillas. So this is actually higher in calories and carbs than these ones. But let's just look at the ingredient label again, okay? So whole wheat, right? Everyone's like, well, I chose it because it's whole wheat, so that means it's healthy. Whole wheat flour, water, vegetable shortening, which is interesterified and hydrogenated soybean oils. If there's hydrogenated anything, you don't want that. Salt, sugar, baking soda, sodium, acid, prophosphate, whatever, cellulose gum, distilled monoglycerides, enzymes, ascorbic acid, formic acid, calcium, propionate, sorbic acid, and citric acid. These, tricky, because it's like, oh, look, it's whole wheat. Not a good choice. Also, not a good choice. I would not consider either of these a clean whole food at all, okay? Whole foods are foods that have one ingredient. And maybe even they're a food like this that has more than one ingredient, but each ingredient itself is a whole food. Does that make sense? So here are the tortillas we eat. These are corn tortillas. The ingredients are yellow corn flour, water. Okay? So, and it takes a little bit extra work because you have to put the corn tortilla on a pan and get it a little bit hot to crisp it up a little bit, but it's clean, okay? At least it's clean. Okay, so corn tortillas are always the way to go when it comes to choosing tortillas. You want corn, it can have ground corn, corn flour, it might have a little bit of oil, but you don't want it to be hydrogenated oil, and it might contain some salt. But always look and go for the ones that have the least ingredients and whole food ingredients, okay? So let's talk about chips for a second. You guys. Does anyone still eat these? Does anyone still buy Doritos? For the love of all that is good, stop. And I actually went to Winn-Dixie today to pick up a few things to do this, and Doritos are expensive. I thought at least they would be cheap since they're just filled with all sorts of stupid crap ingredients, but they're not even cheap. They're expensive. Like, why buy these? So let's just take a look-see, okay? These are just regular Doritos. I know there's flavors out the wazoo. There's flavors out the wazoo. And, you know, there's like I won't even get into the flavors, you guys, but people have legit health issues because of the ingredients that are in crap like this, okay? And Cheetos too, like, all right, so first of all, 11 chips are 140 calories, 8 grams of fat, 2 grams of protein, 16 carbs, 1 gram of fiber. So by looking at the nutrition facts, you might think, oh, okay, well, I can enjoy 11 chips, and it's really not that bad. It's not like it has tons of sugar or anything like that. It's got a little fiber. It doesn't have that much fat. But can we just look at the ingredients? Hey, Tiffany. Can we just look at the ingredients? Like, look at all of this. That's not food. This is not food. Let me read it. Corn, vegetable oil, maltodextrin, salt, cheddar cheese, whey, monosodium glutamate, buttermilk, Romano cheese, whey protein concentrate, onion powder, corn flour, natural and artificial flavor, dextrose, tomato powder, lactose, spices, artificial color, yellow 6, yellow 5, red 40. Look those up. Look up red 40. I have been witness to children who have a reaction to dyes like that, and they like go off the wall when they have things like red 40, okay? Back in my teacher days. Lactic acid, citric acid, sugar, garlic powder, skim milk, red and green bell pepper powder, disodium inosinate, disodium guanylate, whatever that is. Aaron, Doritos were everyone's jam. Doritos used to be my jam too. But I didn't know any better. I didn't know. I just knew that they tasted good and that I would be gladly eat a whole bag. Your kids have reactions to dyes. See, it's like crazy. Like, How much crap do we put in our food that are literally making our children nuts? Like, eat clean foods. This is not a clean food. This is not even a food as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so a better option, and you guys, these were the same price. Same price. Better option, and I'm not even saying it has to be organic, but better option, just corn tortilla chips, okay? The ingredients in here, organic blue corn, organic expeller pressed sunflower oil, sea salt. So basically it's corn flour, oil, sea salt. That's a whole food. Do you see do you like the difference in the ingredients? This is a whole food. Each ingredient in here is a recognizable whole food source. This, no, not a whole food. So I encourage you, don't, like, this part is not, it's not even as important. What's important is the ingredients on things. So that is my recipe Smackdown. Welcome to our new house, by the way. Still a work in progress, but we're here. And so, and things can be tricky too. Now I'm taking you guys to my pantry. Things can be tricky too. Like, let's see, what was I bought, oh, these were BOGO at Publix. And so I get all my groceries through Shipt. So I couldn't see the label, but I was like, oh, they're multi-grain tortilla chips, and you know, they look healthy, and they're buy one get one free, so I got 4 bags. And you know, while when you look at the ingredients closely, they're actually not too bad. I just don't like things that have long ingredients labels like this. Okay, so it's a lot of seasonings, because when you are looking at chips and their flavors, like this one is mojo. I don't even know what that means. Green mojo. That means it's going to have a lot of extra ingredients because it's flavored. But this, you would look and think, oh, it's a healthy choice. It's got protein, it's got fiber, you know, listen to the ingredients. And it's organic whole ground corn, organic expeller pressed sunflower oil, late July organic mild green mojo seasoning, which is sea salt, maltodextrin, which is another word for sugar, green bell pepper, parsley, evaporated cane sugar, organic garlic powder, organic onion powder, natural flavor, lime juice powder, jalapeno pepper powder, lactic acid, organic brown rice, organic chia seeds, organic grains and seed blends, organic flax, organic millet, organic brown rice, organic quinoa, organic amaranth, organic evaporated cane sugar. So this is actually, it's got added sugar in it quite a bit, although it still somehow says that the sugar is 0. And I think that has to do with the fact that they've separated the sugar so much in the ingredients that it's not really identified as a huge part of the nutrition label. Even though sugar is still present, it's not showing up. Anyway, so this would be, in my opinion, okay. It's okay. But when you're looking for chips, don't eat, like, when it comes to chips, don't go for the things that say whole wheat. Don't even go for the things that say organic. Just flip the label over and look for something that only has like 3 ingredients. The base of the chip, whether it be a bean, Bonitos are amazing, by the way, whether it be a bean or corn, the base of the chip, some oil, some salt, that's all it takes to make chips. It doesn't take a whole laundry list of ingredients. So, okay, you guys, that is my recipe Smackdown. I could just go on forever. I have to go get my kids from school soon. That is my recipe Smackdown. getting all sorts of ideas. So leave me some ideas. What would be another good recipe Smackdown that you guys would want to see? Or not recipe, ingredient label Smackdown that you guys would want to see. Because I love doing this. So leave me some ideas and I will do more of these videos. And thank you all for watching. And watch this. These. Ready for it? Bye-bye. I won't eat those. I will not give them to my children. Okay. I'll talk to you. Ooh, granola bars. That's a good one. Salad dressing. Ooh, that's another really good one. Yogurt. And oh, so many ideas. That's another really good one. Okay. Keep the ideas coming. And I will do these. Maybe I'll make this like a once a week thing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.